Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the Day, ask Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed play.
So like a donkey.
Okay.
Donkey of the Day. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Friday, October 14th goes to former Major League Baseball player Curt Schilling. Now, I told y'all yesterday that there is absolutely nothing more comical in the world right now than Trump supporters still trying to defend Donald Trump. Now, I couldn't wait to see what Trump supporter was going to step out there and defend those comments that Donald Trump made about a 10-year-old girl. Let's hear him.
Thursday night, you're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Yes, Donald Trump wanted to redshirt this 10-year-old girl. Said he'll be dating her in 10 years. Now, if you don't find that creepy, if you find that behavior perfectly normal, then you are one bad decision away from being America's next top pedophile. You are one poor choice away from having that sign in the front yard of your home that reads, "Danger, registered sex offender lives here." Now, I love the movie Minority Report. They brought it back as a TV show last year with Megan Good. And in that movie and TV show, it was a specialized police department called Pre-Crime. And they would arrest people based off foreknowledge provided by some psychics called precogs. So basically they knew when you was thinking about committing a crime. I'm telling you about them because if pre-crime really existed, Curt Schilling would be in jail right now. I keep telling all you Trump supporters it is impossible to defend your boy and not sound stupid. Just this week we heard Betsy McCaughey. She tried to defend him and sounded dumb. Katrina Pearson tried to defend him and sounded dumb. And now you can add Curt Schilling to that list. See, Curt Schilling was on Fox Business News and they discussed the video of Donald Trump saying he wanted to redshirt the 10-year-old girl. And Curt Schilling, well, he doesn't seem to think it's a problem. Let's go to Fox Business News for the report.
How many times have you looked at a young man and said, wow, he's a beautiful young man. Wow, he's a gorgeous young man. And that man was 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'll be honest,
or he's a beautiful...
Curt, zero. I've never
Now, that's a lot. There's no way you haven't seen somebody else's son say, wow, he's beautiful. Wow. I mean...
And thought I'm going to be dating him? No. You're on your own on this one.
But no, I'm not on my own on this one because I have boys. My youngest son is a gorgeous young man, and I've heard women say, wow, he's a beautiful young boy. To jump to the point where you're insinuating like something like pedophilia or a molestation is where you're going with this because he's joking about, well, when she gets older, I'm going to date her. I mean, how do you get from there to being revolted and disgusted?
Yeah, you know, I don't look at a young boy and say, in 10 years, I'm going to date him.
Well, I mean, I think it says more about you than it does about him. So you tell me you see a 10-year-old girl and think, okay, yeah, I'm going to date her? I have a daughter. My daughter has friends. I've seen my daughter's friends. I'm a man. Wow, she's a beautiful young lady. I don't immediately jump to molesting her.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, keep your kids away from this guy.
Yes, absolutely.
None of that made absolutely no sense. You know why? Because this is what happens when you come to the defense of an illogical person. Okay, and not only that, Curt Schilling is trying to manipulate the masses by repeating over and over. You've never looked at a child and said that child is good looking or that child is beautiful. That's not what Donald Trump said. He said in 10 years, I'll be dating her. Okay, dating means sex. So he already has to have some sexual urge towards this 10-year-old in order to make those comments. Pre-crime needs to come grab his ass too, along with Curt Schilling. And Curt Schilling is trying to turn a wrong into a right. And that's not how any of this works. Wrong is wrong no matter how many people are doing it. Plotting on red shirt and 10-year-olds is absolutely, positively wrong. And Curt Schilling, there is no virtue in tolerating toxic behavior. I don't even see what you get out of defending Donald Trump's trash. I don't believe in tolerating the intolerable, okay? Simply because we lose dignity when we tolerate the intolerable. And right now, when it comes to you Trump supporters trying to defend him, I must say, it used to be uncomfortable to watch you all lose your dignity, but now it's just become an expected part of this presidential campaign that we're becoming comfortable with and we're very entertained by. Give Curt Schilling the biggest hee-haw, please.
All right.
You can't even attempt to defend that one.
Not at all.
The Breakfast Club.